Please, for the love of God, focus on my face. Just wanna film this video. Got up early for this. I should be in bed. Hello Internet, my name is Ashley Day, and today I'd like to introduce you to the start of a little series that I like to call The Tales of My Fails. This will be a series documenting, my personal shame, incidents of great clumsiness, just showing all of my character flaws to all of you on the internet to laugh at me. This should be great. Oh boy. So, to start off this little series, I'd like to tell you all about the Ravioli Incident. Here's how it went.
After work, time for dinner. Ravioli. Maybe I should wait a second. Ah, screw it.
So at this point, it was about, let's say, 10 o'clock at night. The dogs were fighting, and I just wanted to eat some ravioli. So, despite my thinking, this bowl is pretty hot, and, the dogs are fighting right there, like right in my path of walking, maybe I should just let it sit a little bit and get the dogs settled. Well, again, it was 10 o'clock, I had worked for like a good 5 hours, and I just wanted some freaking ravioli. So I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna do it. And it didn't end so good, not at all. I walked into the living room and the dogs were still fighting, and I was like, oh, I can just walk around them. Well, that didn't happen. Instead, I was bumped into, spilling the ravioli all over my hands. Yeah, great idea. I know, I am just so smart that my first instinct when a hot scalding thing is not to at least drop it on the hardwood floor that's like literally 2 steps away from where I was standing, and make an easier mess for me to clean up. But no, my initial instinct is to throw it on the carpeting, leaving a huge mess. And not only did it just stain the carpeting, it got all over the wall on this side, it got all over the wall over here. I'm surprised it didn't get on any of the nice green paint that is on this other wall, but of course, maybe it would have been better because it got on white walls that I had to scrub. And again, I'm not very tall, and I had to stand on my tiptoes for extended amounts of time just to scrub at this ravioli that I spilled everywhere, because I don't know how to be rational in quick instances. I can only be rational if I have like a good 20 to 30 minutes to really think it over. So after I had so graciously thrown my ravioli all over the floor and walls, my dignity, what's the first thing I could think to do? Well, actually, the first thing I thought to do was to clean it up before the dogs got to it. Well, I'm a terrible, terrible dog owner, because I gave up about 3 seconds after that thought, thinking, if they eat it, that's less for me to clean up. If they get sick, then it's on me, and then I'll feel like a terrible person, but I can help them through that. So, I let them eat all of my ravioli that I wanted to eat, and then went to find the carpet cleaner we had. I found 2 things. I found the spray, and I found the stuff that's supposed to go into an actual carpet cleaner, and I was like, fuck that, I don't feel like fighting that. So before I even started with the floor, I started scrubbing out the walls, thinking, okay, what's probably best? And know if I made the right decision there, as there's still a slightly orange stain. Also, in the midst of going from cleaning the wall to like dampening up my rag over and over again so I could clean the wall, I figured, you know, why not just document my shame? That'll probably be a good time to mention this isn't the first time I've done this. Mind you, the last time I did this was like 5 years ago, and there used to be a table in there that I bumped into because I wasn't paying attention, and yeah. So it took me about a rough hour to get the walls cleaned and start scrubbing at the stains on the floor, and even after that solid, like, good 45 minutes of it was like just scrubbing at the carpeting, and you could still see it. And my mom and stepdad were going to be home at about midnight, and naturally, while they probably wouldn't have gotten mad, I didn't want them to know that I did this, because it's kind of a little bit embarrassing. But yeah. So then, after the 2 carpet cleaners that we had in the house didn't work, I went to Google to find another one specifically for getting ravioli off a carpet. That actually worked better than both of the carpet cleaners, and I still don't understand, but now that's my go-to because fuck scrubbing for like 45 minutes with 2 things that are supposed to get this kind of stuff out of carpets and do like almost nothing. And of course, then after I cleaned everything, I didn't get to eat until about midnight, and the can of ravioli was the last thing of food I really had in the house for me to just quickly make up to eat. And since it was midnight, I wasn't gonna put a lot of effort into making food, but I also wasn't gonna go to bed hungry, so I opened some salsa that we had in the fridge, and I just had some chips and salsa, and I sat myself down where I was going to sit down to eat my ravioli, and I turned on the TV. So my mom came home, and I realized I still had the light on that was like right by where the spot was, and me not wanting to tell her of my shame, I quickly ran to turn it off, and she caught me turning it off. She's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I don't know, it's like late and you're home now, so I figured I'd just turn this light off." She didn't say anything, and then she noticed the wet spot on the carpet. So I figured, okay, this is it, I gotta come clean. When she gave me an out, she asked if one of the dogs peed in the house. Terrible dog owner I am, said yes. I blamed it on Porter, and she got all up in his face and was like, "Don't pee in the house," and I felt kind of bad, but he didn't really get punished. He just got like a finger in the face, and he's like, "Oh, I was being loved sternly." So, I mean, what harm could it do? Really? I mean, he's like, So, that was the story of how I just wanted to have a nice bowl of ravioli after work, spilled it all over myself, burned my hand in the process, screaming, and throwing it on the ground before having to clean it up for a good, like, 2.5 hours, and then blaming it all on the dog. Yep. It's just the kind of person I am. Right, well, guess I can end the video here. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you want to see more stories of my shame and disappointment to myself and my family. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions or want to comment on any incidents like mine to make me feel a little less bad about myself. And you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, or Tumblr. Links are in the description, as well as links for Breeze and my friend Amanda's, who you still have yet to meet. Bye, guys!
Again, thank you so much for watching. Hit subscribe if you want to be told when I make new videos. and you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, or Tumblr. Links are in the description. You can also follow Bree and Amanda as well.
Look what I found in the middle of filming this video. Some ravioli that I missed.